Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another exciting, hopefully, episode of Brawlin with Brett. I, as always, am your host, Brett, and we are going to be playing a little bit of Brawl tonight. We are going to be playing Klothys, God of Destiny. Last video we did with Klothys, I managed to mispronounce her name consistently throughout, so it is, well, I think I just did it right there. I think it's Klothys. Klothys, God of Destiny is the best I can do. My Greek is rusty. Yeah, I'm going to give you a quick walk through the deck on Klothys, God of Destiny, and I promise I'm going to flip between Klothys and Klothys like probably 30 times this video. So you have that to look forward to. Important to set good expectations. So, what we've got here is, I haven't changed the deck since the last time we went in here. We're playing a pretty standard kind of mid-range deck. We're not playing anything too wildly kooky. Just we're probably somewhere between just a kind of a Gruul aggro and a Gruul mid-range. After this, I think we're gonna after this week's videos, I'm probably gonna reassess some cards, but I didn't want to make any big judgments or changes just yet. I haven't played this deck much in my own personal time, just because I've had a ton of super cool other decks I've been playing. So we're gonna jump in here and we're gonna see how we do. Our record was okay last time, so we're gonna see how that ends up going. So I am not recording on Wednesday. Wednesday night is normally my recording night, and I just play the normal Brawl queue. But because my week is crazy, I'm recording Tuesday. So it's going to be a little different, probably. The queues, the Brawl queue, the paid one, the Guild Hall, which is dumb, and I hate it, and I hate that I've had to pay for it, and I'm deeply considering not doing it going forward just because it pisses me off. But it sometimes is just real Niv, Golos, 5-color good stuff heavy, and other times it's nice and varied. So I guess it's not that different than the other one. So we're gonna give this hand a go. Trying to decide if there's anything we don't want here. Like, I really like the Henge and Embercleave, but we're playing Tajik, so we are probably gonna need to. I'm really considering cycling that merchant. We're not going to do it just yet. I don't want to shock myself here. We're playing a real aggressive deck. So the Nissa's good. I really want to... I think we need to say we are not going to be playing this aggro plan as hard, and we're going to say goodbye to the Embercleave. As much as I love Embercleave, we are not probably going to be the beatdown here, and then we can just... take advantage of the fact we don't have anything else to do with that, and I think we're going to go get red, because I want to get Anax down here pretty quickly. Okay, Steamkin is a high priority target to take out right this second. We don't have any good removal, unfortunately. That is probably going to be one of the changes we make in this deck. I just don't know. I guess we're going to need to decide on the general... strength level of the general goal of the deck. Oh, golly, this is not where I want to be. I think we're just gonna slow him down, block with Tajik. Need to decide if we're playing aggro, if we're playing mid range. I really feel like we kind of want to play mid range with Klothys's ramp. Oh my gosh. Okay. Let me see here. I think we are on the Brontodon plan. Our Satyr can't block, unfortunately. I'm just really trying to decide how we want this deck to shake up. Because Klothys, we've had in some of those games from a couple weeks ago, we really... Oh, gosh, you jerk. Really? We're running Tectonic Rift? That seems terrible, generally, but, kind of a blowout right here. That's irritating. Klothys actually will be able to ramp us, though, next turn, so... we're just gonna bash in. We don't have a good block. I question that. Ideally, if you're playing Tajik... Tajik, you should be playing an aggro deck. I don't think there's another deck to be playing. Like, I think there's some discussion to be had. Oh, interesting. We are responsing the Brontodon. It's okay. Not a huge deal. Gosh, next turn I think we probably... Nissa... This seems... I am very curious on... I've seen a lot of Tajiks, but this is not the normal Tajik I'm used to seeing. For sure. Okay, so we've got to decide... Well, okay, no, we don't have anything to reduce the henge, so... We're going to drain him. Which is going to be nice against this deck. We can kind of cling to life a little bit longer, so we're going to plant Nissa. Let's get a 3/3. We can't attack in profitably with our Satyr friend. And I think we just play the Nessian Horn Beetle down. We're getting close on our devotion here. What do we got? Oh, that's a bummer. This is a really weird version of this deck. Now, I don't want to, like, talk a bunch of crap on this deck and then lose to it, because clearly they've got something going on. Oh, I was really, really expecting to untap with that Nissa. I didn't think we'd have that to contend with. That's frustrating. Okay, we need to get some life gain here. So we're gonna get a mana. We're gonna play the henge. We don't have... we'll keep the beetle back to block. Hopefully we can start just building a board state that a red-white deck's not going to be able to punch through. Even though we lost Nissa, which is sad. Nissa did gain us a fair amount of life because of... Nissa basically gained us 6 life. Gosh, letting the runaway Steamkin sit around for so many turns is terrible. It is a bad proposition. It's a losing proposition. So our opponent could pull the counters off the Steamkin to first strike the Horn Beetle. Oh, no, actually, never mind. They're just going to tap the Horn Beetle down. No choices to be made. We're going to gain a little life, and we're going to get hit pretty hard. Which is a bummer, but we're not done yet. Drain them. I'm really thinking mid-range. I think we need to run more removal, and we're going to end up kind of as a mid-range deck. Here we go. Things are about to get better. That's a bit better of a board state, wouldn't you all say? Neat. Let's keep the pressure up. And, I don't think we... Well, I don't think we Storm's Wrath, probably. Gosh, the Great Henge is a really... Wow, okay. And that, my friends, is a great example of why the Great Henge is an incredible card. Oh, got my audio. I don't have music going right now. So okay, let's get another one for this video. That went great. I don't think we were in a super excellent spot there. We weren't playing the optimized version of that deck, but I don't think we're playing the optimized version of our deck, so I'd say that balances out. But yeah, that Great Henge just really is super hard to deal with. In one of our previous videos, a video recorded last week, we lost to a Kiora deck that managed to stick that and was just drawing a million cards and playing a ton of creatures, and it was quite the beating. And just, yeah, getting that board state, getting to draw more creatures off our creatures feels really good. Though this is going to be an interesting one. So normally these these Nicol Bolas's decks are really, really very control-y, which I think we're not in a terrible place against control, and this is a really good hand. So we're going to draw, and there's nothing I particularly want to discard here, so I don't think we're going to Merchant of the Veil. And once upon a time now, we are going to nab. We got 3 land. Legion's War Boss is a card that can absolutely just win us the game by itself. Let's get Temple of Abandon down. Wolf's going to go to the bottom. I don't think we're going to have a great target to fight with that. So, pretty keen on getting the War Boss down. It's probably... I mean, odds are the War Boss dies here. We just have to accept that that is a card that is super kill on sight. But if it doesn't, we might just win straight off the War Boss. So, that always feels really good. Shadow Spear is one of my favorite cards coming out of Theros. One of my top 3 favorite cards. I know that because I took the WotC survey, and I picked it as one of my top 3 favorite cards. It does a lot. Oh, and it's very fun, and we don't get to play with it this game. So that's sad. Oh, I guess it is legendary. I mean, I guess that makes sense. Oh, that is a downright bummer right there, pals. We're likely losing the War Boss here. I was thinking they might take the Chandra because them not being able to counter the Chandra is not what they want to have happen in their lives. We're going to stick Anax down. This is a card I've been playing in mono red, and this card is absolutely the stone cold nuts. It does a shocking amount. I couldn't be happier with this card. It plus Embercleave really is really very scary. So our opponent is set up for Nicol Bolas next turn. So we need to decide how we want to deal with that. One option is just playing out another creature, and then if our opponent wants to, I suppose if they blast Anax, we get, if they hit Anax, we get to just get our 1/1 to finish them off. Probably we'll be just doing the discard thing. So yeah, I want to get Klothys down, get around counter magic, and if we merchant, we already have a land in there that we can target with Klothys, so we are not going to merchant anything away because I like the cards in our hand. That might be a card that doesn't stay in. The idea was we could use it to get some land early on in there, but I think we do that. We're running all of the fetch lands we can. We'll see. We aren't gonna make any cuts until we've done this week's videos. Target player sacrifices a creature. Well, easy enough. Get a 1/1 out of it. Now, our opponent might be trying to have us play our Chandra out. Ooh, that's exciting. That's what I really want to see. So, we have all the green mana we need. We're just going to drain them. Eat up Narset. So what we're going to do here is we are just going to commit a big scary threat to the board. It's going to ramp us out. It's going to help us a lot with Devotion. Ooh, that's awesome. And then we can go get red mana. I'm going to bash in. I think we're in a pretty good spot here. I don't want our opponent to be able to Bolas and kill our Chandra. That, while kind of a bummer, does get us scary cards out of our... does get us a scary card back. So we're going to lose both our creatures. And then we're going to look at Ravager Worm. And it has Riot and... yeah. We are gonna get a Ravager Worm, which I haven't gotten to play with yet, so pretty excited there. So Ravager Worm costs 6. We've got the 6 for it. Yeah, let's do it. So we're just gonna keep draining them, build our life total up, bring theirs lower. Ravager Worm's gonna come down. It is gonna have haste because we are killing Liliana with it. And oh, I guess I was thinking, for some reason I was thinking Ravager Worm hit artifacts. It just hits lands and or fights creatures. So still not too bad. Our opponent, okay. Here, let's see what we got. We can play that creature. That seems fine. The other option is we could just Cavalier of Flames 4, 5, 6. Yeah, we're going to actually exile a land out of our graveyard. We're going to get that. I'm going to play our Cavalier. And we're going to wheel these into other cards. Oh, got a land for the turn. Going to get haste. And let's crash into Nicol Bolas. Now, I'm not sure. It might have been right to just to hit face, but Nicol Bolas is a real pain in the butt. And if we can make them spend out their whole turn playing Nicol Bolas again, we're going to quickly run Nicol Bolas out of a range where they can keep playing Nicol Bolas. And, oh, that's right, Cavalier, the land things hit Planeswalkers, so, stop hitting yourself. Oh, that was nice. I'm going to pretend we did that on purpose. I absolutely knew that part of the land text hit that, so, I'm, kind of a super genius, kind of a big deal. And our opponent is very much more on fire than they were last turn, which is exactly what we want them to be. And so now we get to start draining them, hitting them basically for 3 every life with this combo. So if they want to tap out, I don't even know if I think they have an untapped land to play Bolas that turn. Okay, Ugin unfortunately does answer Chandra. But, so we're a little bit in top deck mode. But we're doing a lot more damage than they are right now, so we're just going to keep the pressure up and hopefully draw some good action and just thankfully Ugin destroys, and so they're going to need to blue red black is not in a great place to try and deal with an indestructible enchantment. They have ways to do it, but they aren't great. So that's not too bad. So the Bolas is probably ticking up here, which is fine, because we're just going to be sacking food to that. So we're going to make a food token, and then we're going to sack a food. We're going to let the ability resolve, and then we're going to sacrifice a food here. All right, so it's our turn. Oh, that is an excellent draw. So thankfully, we just have a lot of nice stuff in both graveyards. We can keep this nice and fueled. Nissa comes down. Produces multiple threats that our opponent has to answer. So they're likely just going to throw the Ugin Spirit under the bus here. That's okay with us. I think we want to keep pressure on. And hopefully we can kind of chisel them out before they just finish them off before they can totally take over the board. There are options for our opponent to gain life, but I don't think there's a ton. I think, yeah, this is kind of cementing. I think we're going to play this as a mid-range deck, which, to be a mid-range deck, I think we just need to take out a few of our aggro elements, and some of the aggro elements need to come out, and we need to just do more removal and just kind of get the game out to this sort of position where we can get to a position where we can just chip away with our commander. Be it through actual damage to devotion or probably just through eating a bunch of cards in the graveyard. That's not ideal. If they are probably running that oh gosh, the blue-black spell that makes an army and gains some life. Hopefully we're gonna draw something a little bit beefy coming up here. Yeah, them having 2 walkers here is not where we want to be, and also we have to keep in mind that they can just, kill us with the Bolas alt, possibly. Okay, Robber of the Rich is not great for us. I don't think there's... I suppose, yeah, we want to make sure we don't get there. Let them get the removal spells. I think we're just, yeah, we just... make some more creatures, and they aren't killing us through combat damage. We have... Oh, I guess... Well, actually, here's what we do. We're going to attack him with the Robber of the Rich, because we have less cards in hand, and maybe we'll draw something neat. Nope, I think we just got to land. Oh, where's the exile pile? Yeah, we just got the mountain. That's too bad. Oh, well. I think we still have a decent chance here. So this brings them down to 4. They'll be down to 2 next turn. Bolus goes up to 7. And then 7 on this turn. Oh, do we lose by 1 here? I guess they also, opponent does have to commit something to deal with Nissa. Now, ooh, that is actually bad. So what our opponent might do, and I think the savvy play, is to up Bolus by 2. Nope. Yeah, that seems dumb. Bolus just, I don't know how well you can hear my game audio, but Bolus just said, I outsmarted you eons ago, and I questioned that statement coming from our opponent here, because I think bringing their Bolus up and swinging in the air at Nissa would have been the correct choice, but suppose we'll see. So we are going to block the goose into Kefnet. Why can't our goose block? Does it lose flying? Oh, yeah, that's right. Mu Yangling makes our goose lose flying. That's okay. Make a food token. Because, yeah, I mean, I suppose our opponent doesn't have a Karn's Bastion, so they're not proliferating Bolus up. Now, they might have a life gain spell. We're going to do 3 to them here, is what's going to happen. And then they are not going to have their Bolus in range to kill us, and then we're going to kill them on their upkeep. They get a counter. We get a Lotus Field. We rip out their Engrath Rampage. Bring them to 2. Take Nissa up. I don't think we need to play the Lotus Field. I don't think that helps us in any way, shape, or form. We'll just discard it to Bolus if they take Bolus up. But, so I don't think we attack into them because they will block for sure. Yeah, we don't attack in because if this is a card that answers their problem, we aren't giving it to them. So we're not attacking here. Oh boy, this is coming right down to the wire. Everybody, this is this is scary. Are you scared? I'm scared. So they're scrying here on their upkeep, which okay, they're digging for an answer. They go to 1. So they need to at this point kill us. Gain life, and get rid of, because, yeah, we're going to kill them with the Chandra ability on their turn. Okay, so they're going to... Did they just... Yeah, okay, we got him. All right, we got him. I'm assuming they just committed honorable Sudoku there to stop us. But okay, there we go. 2-0, first video. So that is everything for tonight's video. So thanks for tuning in. Again, this is Brawlin with Brett here on TCG University. Check out the channel, like, subscribe, you know. Patreon for $1, you get some extra content. And the big thing, honestly, if you do any one thing of all the things I just railed off, if you could just tell a person about this, if you can get other people watching, that is the thing that not only helps the channel, but makes this more fun to do. Just knowing you guys are out there actually watching me do these videos is super fun and makes me more excited to do more. So any and all of those would be super helpful. Really appreciate it. We'll see you on Wednesday. Have a good one.